What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Premium MMA. My name is Hydro, aka Big Splash, and I'm here with my colleague Chris, and we're here to give you our best bets for UFC Fight Night, Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Let's get straight into it. First up, we got my bets. Only have one parlay in this fight night because it was tricky. All these fights are tricky. All these fights are close, and I have a three-leg parlay, and look at the odds I got it at. Is a plus 190. That's pretty crazy to me. And these honestly are the three most confident guys I have on the card. And those three are Chris Gutierrez, Zach Cummings, and Rafa Garcia. Parlaying them up, I got them at a plus 190, which to me is a good value. And I do think they're gonna win their fights easy. Zach Cummings is fighting an old guy that's like 42. Chris Gutierrez is fighting a Pedro Munoz that hasn't won in a while and doesn't really fight a lot. Rafa Garcia is going against Clay Guida, who is also old and ready to retire. So yeah, and I'm pretty confident with this parlay. And I got a few money line bets. My underdog of the week is Arnold Allen. I'm pretty high on him. He's I wouldn't say he's younger. I believe he's only 28, but still I believe he's gonna climb the ranks in the featherweight division and be a problem for them. I also have 0.75 units on Osmat Mirzakhanov. I'm actually pretty confident with him. The more and more I watch his footage, the more and more confident I get with him because I do think he will be able to stand and strike with Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby is no joke. He is a serious kickboxer. He is mainly a kickboxer, and this fight will stay on the feet. And I think Ozma will be the one. If there is a finish, I think Ozma will be the one and could be the one to do it. And I have zero point 0.5 units on Ed Herman versus Zach Cummings under 2.5 rounds. And I got that at plus money at a plus 130. I was surprised that it was a plus. That was plus money. They're kind of bigger guys. They honestly look like heavyweights, and they both have power. Zach Cummings has power for sure, and I like it at plus money because I think Zach Cummings could just outwork Edmund and just beat him up to the third round, or before even in the second round, and maybe just get that knockout. Like I said, Edmund Herman, he's on his way out the door, and this is a perfect matchup for Zach Cummings to just show off his skills and get a finish in the fight. So that's why I believe that that fight will go under 2.5 rounds. And I put $50 on it. I got that at a plus 130, which is not bad odds. And to be honest, I like all my bets. I'm actually am confident with all of them. The least confident I'm the least confident bet I have is Arnold Allen. Just because he is going against Max Holloway. Max Holloway is just a known striker, a great kickboxer. He's good all around. He's once he gets taken down, you can't hold him there. He's able to get back up to the feet. But like I said, I just want Allen just to climb up in the ranks. He's a really good fighter, and I think he will be able to get the decision win over Max Holloway.
I'm gonna give you guys my parlays and my money line bets on what I got for this UFC fight night: Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. I got a three-leg parlay with Rafa Garcia, Zach Cummings, and Gaston Bolanos. I just think he is a higher caliber fighter than his opponent, Aaron Phillips. He's had one fight in the UFC and he did not look too good. And on the other hand, Gaston has looked pretty solid. He had a good little run um, on Bellator. And then I have a four-leg parlay where I basically just added Chris Gutierrez, and that gets you a payout of plus 347. And then I also got one unit on a three-leg parlay where it's tricky, but I feel pretty confident on all three of these. If these three fighters had closer odds in their fights, I would have put money lines on each one, but I really don't want to put a lot of money on each fighter, but I do have confidence that all three of them will win. So I have a parlay with Max Holloway. I just think he's built for 5 rounds, and I don't see Arnold Allen finishing him. So I think that fight is a Max Holloway fight. They're going to be striking, and Max Holloway is one of the best boxers in the UFC. And then Bruna Brazil, I'm just high on Bruna. I think she makes her opponent look like an easy. She finishes. I think she gets a finish right here. She's a really good fighter, and I'm just high on Bruna Brazil. And then Mataus is another fighter that I'm just really high on, and I think he's gonna be fighting for the belt pretty soon. So that's a 3 leg parlay that I have for plus 242. And then I have two money lines. I didn't want to put too much money on money line bets on this card. So I got two underdogs that I'm going for. I have a half a unit money line on Tanner Bozer, and then I got half a unit on Pereira Rodriguez. I think both of them are probably going to get knockout finishes, to be honest. I think Pereira, it's her fight is gonna be a striker versus Jillian Roberts, who we all know wants to take this fight to the ground. So I think Pereira has a good chance at catching her in the first round. I think she's a really good striker, so I got Pereira winning, and then Tanner just as well. Ian Cutelaba, he sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. He's an inconsistent fighter, but I think Tanner Bozer is a higher level fighter than Ian. Honestly, I see him getting a knockout, but if he doesn't get a knockout, I think he dominates all 3 rounds.
Well, that is it for our best bets for UFC Fight Night. Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. This is going to be a good, exciting one, and I can't wait for it. This one's going to have me at the edge of my seat. If y'all enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.